Don't want to interrupt you, Senator." "All done, my boy. Take a seat." An unlit cigar rested in an unused ashtray. Senator Deegan lit the Monte Cristo, placed the legal pad into the briefcase, then lifted and looked at the photograph. "You know, Patrick, next month will be our 10th anniversary." "Congratulations, Senator. Too bad she couldn't come along." "With 2 young ones and expecting a third, Dr. Davies prescribed no flying. We're hoping for a girl this time. Even got a name picked out. Shannon. Mary Frances is Irish, you know." "You're a lucky man, sir. It isn't easy to find a girl like her." "You bet." "Me? I'm waiting for a girl like that to find me." "In the meanwhile—" Merrill looked up front toward the attendant. Senator Deegan chuckled, puffed on the Monte Cristo, put the photograph into the briefcase, and looked down out the window. "You were born around here, weren't you, Senator?" No. Born in the East. But I used to spend the summers here on my father's ranch, the Big Brawny. In those days it was on the rim of the Dust Bowl." "Dust Bowl?" "Yep." "And you, Patrick? Where were you born?" "In the East," he smiled. "The far East. New Jersey. Passaic. But seems I heard about the Dust Bowl. Saw a movie about it once on television. Can't remember the name." "The Grapes of Wrath." "Yeah. All that happened a long time ago, didn't it?" "Well," the senator shook his head and smiled, "it wasn't all that long ago. At least it doesn't seem like it. During the 30s. Still, I guess that things have changed a lot since then. In a movie, John Wayne once said, 'Things usually change for the better.' I'd like to think he was right." The senator looked out of the window again. The plane was flying lower now. He pointed below. Patrick Merrill leaned and looked down. A herd of horses galloping across the terrain. The speeding shadow of the jet approached, crossed, and passed by the herd, running wild and free. "Horses," Merrill smiled. "I guess there'll always be horses." "Those aren't horses. Not just horses." "They're not?" "No. You city fellas can't be blamed for not knowing the difference, but those are mustangs. And in a way, that's why I'm making this trip." "I don't understand." "No reason why you should, unless I tell you." The senator looked at his wristwatch. "We've got some time yet. You want to hear?" "You bet. Yes, sir." "Well, then, light up one of your coffin spikes and I'll bend your ear." Patrick Merrill reached inside his suit coat jacket, pulled out a half-empty or half-full pack of Pall Mall cigarettes, lit one, and leaned back to listen. "It started when I met a cowboy named Ben Smith." The senator thought a moment, then proceeded. "No, I guess it started before." He took a draw from the Monte Cristo. "I'll tell it like a story I might write about him some day, when I'm through with politics, and vice versa." A rodeo arena in Globe, Arizona. Band music, the stands overflowing with spectators, men, women, and children. Flags, balloons, streamers. Rodeo clowns performing in the arena, prelude to the next event. Beer flowed and was swallowed from the bottle, the can, and paper cup. There were hip flasks left over from Prohibition and the early 30s, when hard cash was rare in the cities, states, and country. But there was prize money to be won during the Depression of the mid-30s. Ben Smith had ridden thousands of broncos at hundreds of rodeos. He was no stranger to Globe, where he broke some of Tom Horn's records that people said would last hundreds of years. But this time it was different. There's an old saying, there never was a horse that couldn't be rode. There never was a cowboy that couldn't be throwed. Ben Smith made his way toward the chutes. 3 of the most interested spectators stood watching while he walked closer to one of the gates. 2 friends, one the opposite. The friends, Quirt Dawson and Stretch Monahan. Quirt, lanky, nearly 6.5 feet tall, almost a couple of decades past his rodeoing days,